Love is supposed to be safe, but sometimes love becomes the nightmare. Our first nightmare didn't begin inside a marriage. It didn't start with a breakup. It started with young love. 1946, in a small town on the Texas-Arkansas border, love became a death sentence. Young couples parked under the moonlight, never knowing someone was watching, waiting, and ready to kill. This is the true story of the Texarkana Moonlight Murders, a love story that still gives nightmares. On February 22nd, Jimmy Hollis and Mary Jean Leary were parked on a secluded road. A man appeared, wearing a white cloth mask with holes cut for the eyes. He ordered Jimmy out of the car, then beat him so badly his skull fractured. Mary Jean tried to run. The Phantom chased her, pistol under her. Headlights appeared in the distance. The killer vanished. Both survived. Before being taken away, Jimmy told police one thing: he'll kill someone next. A month later, he did. On March 24th, Richard Griffin and 17-year-old Paulie Ann Moore were found in their car. Both had been shot execution style in the back of the head. No robbery, no sexual assault, just silence. Then, on April 13th, another couple, 15-year-old Betty Jo Booker, a musician, and her friend Paul Martin. Paul was found dead on the roadside. Betty Jo's body was discovered miles away. Same weapon, same pattern. Now Texarkana knew this wasn't random. Couples were being hunted. Fear consumed the city. People barricaded doors, bought guns. Teenagers formed armed patrols. Police had to announce themselves loudly, so nervous residents wouldn't shoot first. Newspapers gave the killer a name, the Phantom Killer, and legends grow fast when fear spreads faster than facts. One man stood out: Ool Swinney, a habitual car thief, 6 feet tall, linked to stolen vehicles found near every crime scene. His wife gave chilling statements, including knowledge of evidence the public never knew. There was no fingerprints, only circumstantial proof. Swinney was never charged with murder. Instead, he was sent to prison for car theft, and the killing stopped. Officially, the case remains unsolved. No confession, no justice, just questions. And nearly 80 years later, the Phantom Killer still haunts Texarkana, a reminder that sometimes the most terrifying love stories are the real ones. Did that scare you? Just wait. The next one hits closer to home. Subscribe. Our next nightmare isn't about a masked figure in the dark. It is about obsession, jealousy, control, and a woman who couldn't let go. Jodi Arias met Travis Alexander in 2006 at a business conference. He was a motivational speaker, charismatic, ambitious, deeply religious. She was an aspiring photographer, searching for direction. Their relationship ignited quickly, too quickly. Friends later described it as intense, volatile, and emotionally charged. They broke up, they reunited, they argued, they reconciled. And even after the relationship officially ended, the contact never stopped. Texts, emails, photos. Jodi didn't let go. By June of 2008, Travis was planning a new chapter in his life, new goals, new people. But behind the scenes, something was unraveling. Jodi traveled hundreds of miles to reach Travis's home in Mesa, Arizona. No one knew she was there. No one was expecting her. And for days, no one heard from Travis at all. On June 9th, 2008, Travis Alexander was found dead in his home. The scene told investigators one thing clearly: this was not random. It was personal. Evidence would soon place Jodi Arias inside the house, inside the bathroom, at the exact moment everything went wrong. At first, she denied being there. Then she claimed masked intruders were responsible. Later, she said she acted in self-defense. Her story kept changing. The evidence did not. When the trial began in 2013, the world watched. Every detail, every expression, every contradiction. For 18 days, Jodi Arias testified in her own defense. She spoke calmly, confidently, but prosecutors presented forensic proof, photographs, and timelines that told a very different story. In May of 2013, the jury reached its verdict, guilty of first-degree murder. After years of appeals and penalty hearings, Jodi Arias was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Today, she remains incarcerated in Arizona. The relationship that once promised love ended in absolute destruction. Our last story is a true nightmare. It will make your skin crawl. From the outside, they looked perfect. A smiling couple, 2 young daughters, a 3rd child on the way. Their lives were documented online. Birthdays, milestones, loving messages. The kind of family people envied. But sometimes, the most terrifying monsters don't hide in the dark. They live right next door. Chris Watts and his wife Shanann built what appeared to be a picture-perfect life in Frederick, Colorado. Chris was quiet, reserved, dependable. Shanann was outgoing, driven, and deeply devoted to her family. Their daughters, Bella and Celeste, were 4 and 3 years old. To the outside world, nothing seemed wrong. But behind closed doors, the marriage was unraveling. By the summer of 2018, Chris Watts was living a secret life. He had begun an affair with a co-worker, and with it came something darker, a desire to erase the life he already had. Friends later noticed changes. Chris grew distant, emotionless. Shanann sensed something was wrong. On August 13th, 2018, she returned home from a business trip. That night, the truth finally surfaced. By morning, her family was gone. Chris Watts appeared on camera the next day, pleading for his family's return. His words sounded right. His face did not. Police body cam footage captured every moment. The calm demeanor, the lack of panic, the eerie stillness. Investigators quickly noticed the cracks. When asked to take a polygraph test, Chris agreed. He failed. And then, he confessed. Chris Watts admitted to killing his pregnant wife, and then his daughters. He attempted to hide what he had done, not out of rage, but calculation. The family life he no longer wanted was disposed of as if it never mattered at all. The details shocked the nation, not because of how loud the crime was, but because of how quiet. In November 2018, Chris Watts pleaded guilty to multiple counts of first-degree murder. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. No trial, no excuses, just the weight of what he destroyed. Today, Chris Watts remains behind bars, largely isolated from other inmates. The smiling family photos that once defined his life now exist only as evidence. The Watts case became a warning that appearances can lie, and that evil doesn't always arrive with chaos. Sometimes it arrives pretending to be love. Even scarier than that story, not watching another video like this one.